Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Erin and today I am doing my finale for Deck of Panning. If you're here by now, I hope you know what Deck of Panning is, but this project was created and continues to be hosted by Emily from Emily and Max. I always do have her link down below with her intro video and also the spreadsheet slash game board that she updates for us. Since this is the finale, we are not drawing in any new cards, but normally we do a deck of cards. We draw cards at random. They correlate to a prompt on the game board, and then we pull products from there. Like I said, if you're just finding this project at the finale, I have 2 years in the playlist that I will link down below that you guys can take a look at. But I am filming this video on the same day that I am filming my Project 10 Uses and No Pan Left Behind. This video is also going up late. If you did not catch it on my community tab, my sweet boy puppy Malcolm did pass away on the 19th. And no, he passed on the 18th. And the 18th is usually the days that I film my Deck of Panning updates. So obviously I was not going to film on the day that my sweet boy crossed the Rainbow Bridge. So I kind of posted on my community tab, hey, this is what happened. My video is going to be late, and you guys gave me so much grace and condolences and prayers and loves and hugs, and I just appreciate you guys so much. But I don't like being late, but I feel like that's a pretty good reason for me not to post on time. I am doing as okay as can be expected. Of course, we still look for him around the house, and bless my husband, like right after we left the vet, after we let him cross over, my husband got in the truck to drive us home because I was a mess and I was not driving like that. So he gets in the truck to drive us home, and he turns around to the back seat to say, "You ready to go, buddy?" And like, of course, like it just broke my heart again. So, and I'm going to end up getting, all right, took a moment for myself, took a drink of water, and I'm going to get off that topic because otherwise I will not be able to compose myself. And we are here for a Deck of Panning finale. I don't even know how many things I met my goal on. Maybe 2, maybe. We're just going to look at our things from oldest to newest. So we are going to look at, and let me actually pull up my spreadsheet because I like to tell you guys what things are rolled in for. All right, so the item that has been in the longest, and the reason for that was because it was rolled in for in it for the long haul. So back then, the 10 of spades was an in it for the long haul, and that was my Fenty Ease Drop Foundation. And this one here, I don't even know how long I've had it in, but actually, let me grab my other book. I just put it back, but I need that. Let me grab that. Because in here, it shows me how many uses I have on it. So total, for my uses just in December, I've only used it twice. So I have 5, 10, 15, 19. I have 19 uses total, and I had, this has been sitting up, so it's not like it's been knocked over. I cannot make a new line on this. So I think we're to the point where it's going to be slow going. We're kind of getting to the widest point down here, so we're not going to see some jumps with like minimal uses, but I just wanted to see how much use I could get on this. So still 19 uses we were able to get from the top all the way down there because this was brand new when I rolled it in to this project. So this is something that I'll probably put away until after I'm done with my Estee Lauder one, and then I'll wear this rolling into the spring. But this is not something that I've particularly enjoyed wearing during the winter time. But I am happy to have gotten 19 uses on that foundation. Now, our next item was rolled in for a King of Spades, which was a Has Pan, and that is my Rimmel Stay Matte Powder. And I'm sure, hopefully I'm going to do my graphics. Hopefully. I left all my palettes out there so that I can like take pictures of things and actually do my graphics, because the graphics is where I see the big differences, but I know the pan has been expanding on this thing. So beautiful, beautiful shiny pan on this powder. So I did have a goal of 30 uses, And where am I at with this one? I'm at 27. So I only had 3 more uses to go on this one. This is something that I reach for to blot. If I'm not going out after having oily skin, then I'm not blotting. So this is something that I only use it if I need my makeup to be touched up before I go back out in like on the later half of the day. But still, only 3 uses away from my goal. I am very happy with that. This is something that I repurchase all the time. Once it's empty, I repurchase another one right away because I do love this powder and love having it in my collection. The next one that we rolled in, I had like 3 foundation products rolled into this project this year. So it was a 6 of clubs, which was the prompt foundation. And I did roll in my Tier cushion foundation. This is just the mini one. So if you guys get the mini, it's about the size of an Easter egg, maybe a little bit bigger. And then the bigger one, of course, the full size is much bigger than this one. But I do need to actually put another mark down for this because I used this the other day when I was doing like light makeup and I just wanted to kind of have a little bit of like, I think I used just concealer and then this. And so I don't think I marked that one down, so I'm going to put one down now. But I have a total of 4 uses on this foundation, at least in this project. I used it a couple times before rolling it into this project, but my goal was to use it 10 times and I've only used it 4 times. Again, this is more of a matte foundation, and because I can't as easily mix this in with like my BB cream, I think I am going to kind of reserve this for rolling into when it starts getting warmer, which is not right now. It is quite cold, which, bless it, I had somebody leave me a comment, which again, like, if it's a completely rude comment, I delete it and I just don't, and I kind of move on. But thankfully, I don't get a whole bunch of those. But sometimes I get comments that just kind of make me laugh. And I think the comment was like, so you would rather sit there and freeze instead of turn on the heat. And I have to say, I live in Florida. So when I say I'm cold, it's like 63 degrees in the house, and I consider that me freezing. So it's not like it's like actually freezing in the house. I'm just a pansy when it comes to cold weather. So I think it is actually like in the 40s or 50s outside right now. And my heater, I keep at 65. So I finally did turn on the heater, even though I hate to because the electric bills are so dang high. But I'm not actually freezing in my house. I'm just a wimp. Wanted to get that out of the way, that I'm not like neglecting my dogs and my family by refusing to turn on the heater. But when your air conditioning and your electric bills get close to $400 a month in the summertime, I enjoy my $100 a month electric bills in the winter because I don't turn on the heat unless I absolutely have to. But wanted to clear that one up. But I did have another product. So the rest of these things were drawn in last month. And so we did have another long haul product. So it was a 5 of diamonds. And again, it was only in for a month. So like what long haul can you do for a month? But I did draw in my Soul Body Bronzing Balm. And I mean, I use this every single day. So it's getting a nice little dip and dent in there. I use it with my sponge. So as far as quote unquote in it for the long haul, I used it every day. I did use this since rolling it in last month. I did use it 22 times. Yes, 22. So still a lot of good uses on this one. And then I drew in another prompt for a foundation. So that one was the 2 of diamonds. And because I was like, I don't have any more foundations to roll in, I did roll in my NARS Soft Matte Concealer. This is in my 24 and 2024. And I sometimes do use this as a more coverage product as far as like I'll blend it out or sheer it out. And I actually did that with the Tier, and that is the combination that I wore that one day. But we are down to that little side, and we are very much kind of sloped in there. So This is a beautiful concealer. I love this one for my spots, and right now I have a few because I said in my last video, I was like, oh, my sty is back. So if you see that my under eye is puffy, it's because my sty is back, and it's cramp day, and I need to wash my hair, and I'm wearing my husband's t-shirt. So we are not judging. What is it? We're listening. We're not judging. You know, we're just listening to me ramble. We're not judging the appearance. So I wanted to just use this until the end of the year. I didn't know how many uses I would end up getting on it, but I did end up getting 20 uses on this. So I really did do like a good final push on this product. And so I got 20 uses. I did roll in a 3 or pulled a 3 of clubs, which was the prompt random uses. And then you roll a randomized wheel for like a 1, 2, or 3 or something like that. And then you add a 0. And so you have 10, 20, or 30 uses. So of course I got 30 uses and I pulled in my Kosas Airbrow because I wanted to have something to where I would have at least a good chance of getting close to 30 uses on a product. So this is something that I use every day. I did end up getting 22. So from filming last video, I did my makeup 22 times. So I used my bronzer every single time and I used my Airbrow every single time. So I do like this. It actually has, no, it does dry down like my Benefit one. I think that the Benefit one dries down a little bit more crunchy, whereas this dries down a little bit more spongy, but you still, like your brows are locked down. So really, really like this. This was in the Sephora birthday gift for this year. So glad to get the 22 uses on it out of my 30. And then I had my rollouts are my 2 palettes. And so let me move this around real quick. I had my 2 palettes rolled in for prompts. These 2. Can I be a worse YouTuber right now? What is this? What? Don't mind me. Don't mind me. But we did have the Retro Glam in for longer. So this one was a 2 of Hearts, which was brand you own most of. And that would be my Natasha Denona palettes. And so this is our color story inside. If you guys caught my No Pan Left Behind, I do put in pictures of all of my eye looks into that video. So I'm sure you saw that one. So you saw all the looks that I did with this one. But I said in that video, which I just filmed like 5 minutes ago, but I said in that video that I have determined that this is my least favorite Natasha Denona palette, which is sad because I love the mini retro and I feel like they could have done so much with that mini retro. And I just feel like this is not hitting the mark with these sage greens and things like that. Like, I don't know what I would want from this palette, but I just knew that when I was using it, I was just kind of like, that. Whatever my face is saying, you know what this face is. Not enough for me to get rid of it, but this is, if I did rank my Natasha Denona palettes, this one would rank at the bottom, which is interesting because that means that Zendo would rank higher than that one. But the last palette that we had in here and the last prompt that we had was from the 5 of Spades, and it was an eyeshadow. So I rolled in my Glaminatrix Rich Romantic palette and the shade that I needed to use for the last time. So usually I stop my tracking at the 18th, but since I didn't film, I just kept going. So this might be cheating, but hey, we're at the finale, so who cares? So my last shade that I needed to use was actually Rich right here in the center, and that is the shade on my lids. So this palette is now complete with No Pan Left Behind. So this is my rollout as well. So we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 items that we're keeping on, even though if you think of it in it for the long haul, I technically had this one in for the entirety of the project, so we'll consider this a goal met, even though, of course, my goal is to finish all of my products, but that's where we're at. I am very excited about starting this project again next year. We do have a break between now and the 20th of January. So I know a lot of times Emily will like take certain prompts off the board, put new prompts on just to keep it fresh for us. And so I am excited to see what she has going for next year. So very, very excited, but glad to get more use on some of my products. And like I said, hopefully pictures have been coming up. We will see what Erin decides to do with graphics and things. Like, my heart is telling me that I need to do graphics because I love them. And oh yeah, here's all my swatches from the Project 10 uses. Like I said, filmed it. I'm at 16 minutes now. Filmed that one 17 minutes ago. So we have swatches. But how many products did I actually get through? So I finished 37 prompts. That is incredible. Now, of course, a lot of these prompts I had like usage goals on. Not everything was finishing a product, but I did have quite a few like hit pan or finish goals on these, or my no pan left behind prompts. But I was able to complete 37 prompts this year. That makes me so, so happy. And again, this is a way for me to touch different items in my collection, a fun way to, again, challenge myself to kind of come up with products that meet the prompts criterias. And so definitely this is a fun project. I'm so thankful for Emily for continuing it, but that's all I have for you guys right now. Probably the fastest video on my channel is some wrap-ups and some finales. But at this point, I'm going to encourage you guys to do all the things. Make sure to hit a thumbs up on this video. Let me know that you guys are still enjoying my content. If you're new or you're lurking, what are you doing clicking on a finale video? But really, if you're new, if you're lurking, consider hitting that subscribe button. It's free for you guys, but definitely helps me out a lot. I've had a lot of new names pop up in my comment section, and I love talking to each and every one of you. Leave me your comment down below. And I mean, obviously I'm not running this, this project, but if you guys could come up with a prompt that you would want Emily to put on the board, and I don't have any like secret channel with her or nothing. Like this is just, I want to know this. But if you guys had a prompt that you wanted Emily to put on the board, what prompt would that be? I want to see you guys get creative, but otherwise let me know how you guys are doing down in the comment section. I love our conversations down there. I love how we cheer each other on and we encourage each other to reach our goals. But I'm going to go ahead and go because I'm going to take some pictures. I'm going to do my graphics. I swear. I'm going to do my graphics. I'm going to do my pictures. I'm going to do it for you. I'm going to do it for me. But I do appreciate each and every one of you more than you guys could ever know, especially over the last 4 months. But I'm going to wish you guys all a beautiful day, and I'm going to catch you in my next one, which will be my inventory in 2025. But for now,